A small kitchen doesn't mean you have to sacrifice style. And if you love the warmth and charm of rustic design, you're in luck because it's a perfect fit for compact spaces. There's something incredibly cozy about a rustic kitchen, and when done right, it can make even the smallest area feel inviting and functional. If you're dreaming of a space that feels like a charming cottage tucked away in the countryside, or a warm cabin where you can whip up a home-cooked meal, then let's talk about ways to bring rustic design into your small kitchen. The beauty of a rustic kitchen lies in its simplicity and connection to nature. It's all about using natural materials, warm tones, and textures that give off a sense of history and character. Wood is the star of the show here, and even if you don't have a lot of room, you can bring in beautiful wooden elements to set the tone. Whether it's reclaimed wood shelves, a butcher block countertop, or even a small wooden kitchen island, these details add instant warmth and authenticity. A distressed or whitewashed finish can make a small kitchen feel even more charming, keeping things light and airy. Speaking of light and airy, color plays a huge role in making a small rustic kitchen feel spacious. Lighter hues, like soft whites, creams, and warm grays, work beautifully to open up the space while still keeping that cozy, rustic charm. If you love a pop of color, consider muted earth tones, fake sage green, warm terracotta, or a deep, moody blue. These shades add personality without overwhelming a small kitchen. Cabinetry is another great way to bring rustic vibes into a compact space. Open shelving can be a game changer for small kitchens, creating an airy and open feel. You can display beautiful ceramic dishes, vintage glassware, or even woven baskets to add to the rustic aesthetic. If you prefer cabinets, opt for ones with a distressed or shaker-style finish. A mix of glass front cabinets and solid wood ones can add visual interest while keeping everything from feeling too heavy. Countertops can also help define the rustic charm of your kitchen. Butcher block is a classic choice that adds warmth and functionality. But if you want something a bit more durable, a natural stone like soapstone or honed granite works beautifully. The key is to keep things organic and natural. No overly polished, high gloss finishes here. The more lived in it feels, the better. And if you're working with a very small space, extending the countertop slightly to create a small breakfast bar or extra prep space can make a big difference. No rustic kitchen is complete without a beautiful farmhouse sink. These oversized, deep sinks are not only incredibly practical but also bring so much character to a kitchen. Even if you're working with limited counter space, a smaller version of a farmhouse sink can still be a stunning focal point. Pair it with an antique-style faucet in oil-rubbed bronze or brushed nickel to complete the look. Let's talk about texture because it's one of the biggest elements of a rustic kitchen. Incorporating different materials can make a small kitchen feel rich and layered. Exposed brick, baseboard walls, or even a reclaimed wood backsplash can add dimension without taking up extra space. If you don't have brick walls, you can always use a fog brick veneer or even a weathered, textured wallpaper to get the same effect. Flooring is another opportunity to enhance the rustic feel. Wide plank wood floors are a dream in a rustic kitchen. If that's not an option, wood look tile can be a great alternative. Stone or brick pavers also bring in an old-world feel that works beautifully in smaller kitchens, giving that timeless charm that makes rustic design so appealing. Storage is always a concern in small kitchens, but rustic design has a way of making storage both functional and beautiful. Hanging pot racks, wall-mounted pegboards, and open shelving all help keep your kitchen essentials within reach while adding to the overall aesthetic. A vintage-style hutch or a repurposed dresser can also be a great way to store extra dishes or pantry items without taking up too much room. Baskets, wooden crates, and mason jars are perfect for organizing while keeping that rustic, lived-in feel. Lighting is another important element in a rustic kitchen, especially when working with a small space. Warm, soft lighting enhances the cozy feel. So opt for fixtures with a vintage or industrial edge. Fake wrought iron pendants, lantern-style lights, or even a small, rustic chandelier if you have the space. Under-cabinet lighting can also help brighten up the space without making it feel harsh or overly modern. Adding personal touches is what truly makes a rustic kitchen feel special. Vintage signs, antique kitchen tools, or even a collection of well-loved cookbooks displayed on open shelving add a sense of nostalgia and warmth. Fresh herbs in clay pots on the windowsill not only look beautiful but also add a practical element to the space. Textiles, like linen dish towels, a cozy runner rug, or a simple curtain under the sink instead of cabinet doors, bring softness and a homey feel. A rustic kitchen is more than just a design style, it's a feeling. It's about creating a space that feels welcoming and comfortable. A place where you want to linger over a cup of coffee or prepare a hearty meal from scratch. Even in a small kitchen, embracing rustic elements can make the space feel full of character and charm. It's about celebrating imperfections, mixing old and new, and making the most of what you have. Whether you live in a city apartment or a countryside cottage, bringing rustic charm into your kitchen can turn it into the heart of your home. So embrace the warmth of wood, the beauty of natural materials, and the simplicity of rustic living, and transform your small kitchen into a cozy retreat that feels timeless and inviting.